On this episode of The Game Quest,
Still want it if I do it for 50.
the guys try to get these unpriced games as cheap as they can.
Doesn't know what they're worth yet. He hasn't looked them up.
This is insane.
This is
Seriously,
incredible.
insane.
They head over to Stefanos' house to check out his amazing collection and possibly get some mates' rates on games he's selling.
I'm giving you mates rates.
He had so much stuff. It was like a pristine museum in there.
Honestly, I just don't care that much.
First thing he said actually was there's no way I could part ways with those. So of course I started pulling them out and asking prices.
Picked out some good ones, man.
Just go each on them.
And lastly, but not leastly, they head back to Pax for some more shenanigans.
So you've got this 5 minutes left.
Still want it if I do it for 50. I'll give it to you for 10 because I need F15 for my collection anyway.
We're looking at these piles and none of it's priced. Like none of it. It's we have no idea. We have to shoot him an offer. He's asking us what we think we should pay because he's honestly just bought these things and doesn't know what they're worth yet. He hasn't looked them up.
I don't know much about NTSC. You'll know the guy. Look, he's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, making an offer what you're thinking.
So I tell the guy, look, these games are from the States. I'm American. I have my NES from the States. They'll work for me. They won't work for you guys because you have Australian systems. Give me a good deal. What's the best you can do?
I'm thinking about $8 for all three of them because they're not really that. I mean, they're pretty common games. Plus, if somebody buys them here and they don't work, they'll bring them back.
Yeah. Those ones I know cost me probably not far from $10 for each one.
Sounds like the buyer at this pawnbroker's bought all this stuff really expensive, really pricey. I think he paid $10 an NES game because he thought he was going to turn around and flip them for 20 or 30 each and didn't realize he was actually buying a bunch of NTSC games. And obviously we're in a friggin' power region where no one can play these games.
Did you know you were playing American when you bought them?
There was some of them that I did, but there was a few of them that, yeah.
The price just wasn't right for me, and it wasn't a lot of games that I really wanted to. It was just a few common things.
I mean, if you're not interested in $8, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Yeah. I'll take them off your hands.
I'll probably leave those ones.
Yes, they would have filled the gap on my shelf, but would I really have played them? No, I just wanted them because obviously they're American games, and I'm American.
So I see a box Skyhawk, and I've been looking for this game for a while. It's fairly common for some reason I haven't come across it. It's something that I had as a kid, and I wanted to pick it up again. So seeing it here boxed, even though it was a bit tatty, the box wasn't really... but I was hoping to get it like all cheap, so the tatty box wouldn't really matter that much.
Because that doesn't have manual. If you do 40 for that, and then I'm probably gonna buy more off you. Yeah.
I was going to probably say 50 on that.
50?
That's what you said, probably not far from our price now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as I started talking about prices, straight away I was just like, I'm out. Nah, I cannot afford this. There was nothing there that I really, really wanted, so it was over.
You can't do 45? 45? Alright, done. We'll do that.
I would have liked to have bought more here. I'm sure we would have liked to have bought a lot more, but the prices weren't right, and we were all very broke. One of us didn't have a car, and one of us just came back from America, so we did the best we could. And I'm happy with Skyhawk.
Did you?
I'd buy this for 10 if it's...
Right as we were done and about to leave the store in a last-ditch effort, I picked up X-Men on GameCube. I actually buy almost anything I come across for GameCube, and X-Men, Marvel, it's all badass, so I'm happy with that. GameCube games for $10 or under here are really good, and that's a good deal. That's a good.
Yeah, they're having a good time. Showing them around. Thank you for that anyway.
Probably the coolest thing about the whole weekend was actually going to Stefanos' house.
I'll show you what I've got. This is for Eric Moore.
What's your rare NTSC games?
Let's stack up. That's one of the rarest PAL.
Yes.
You know that?
Yep.
And that's brand new in box new. It's got the plastic and everything.
Oh, no.
We've heard a lot about his collection, but never actually seen any photos of it. And we get there, and it's insane.
This is insane.
This is
Seriously,
incredible.
insane.
He had so much stuff. It was like a pristine museum in there.
It's neat and it's tidy, and every box is pristine and in packaging and in plastic cases and stacked in order. It's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen.
Not for resale, Pokemon Stadium 2.
Jeez, dude.
Alright, and then one of the rarest ones.
My collection's all messy. Everything's sort of just thrown in there. But his is pristine. Everything's in boxes. It's arranged so nicely.
You've done well.
I just can't put in that sort of effort. Honestly, I just don't care that much.
Oh, you've got a Play Choice 10 cabinet?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it's Australian power supply too.
Oh
which
my
is,
gosh.
I've never seen one.
I've never seen one either.
Probably the coolest thing there was the Play Choice, the little Nintendo cabinet that you spent forever playing Double Dragon on. That music though.
I know.
Straight away, I just selected Double Dragon, sat down, and I was out of it. I love Double Dragon, and I had a lot of fun sitting there playing that. I mean, everyone else was going through Stefanos' collection. I was in the zone. I was gaming. It was sick.
No, we'll leave Chris there for a while.
I'll be good for hours.
So Stefano, being a really nice guy to us, he decided to open up a little bit of his game collection to us, give us some plastic tubs to root through, and see what we could find.
GameCube controller.
GameCube controller. Ooh.
Is that it? Is that laptop?
And I knew I had to have it.
It was a no-brainer.
I knew I had to have it.
Yeah, I was ready. I was looking through all that stuff like it was a cracker in the desert and I hadn't eaten for a week. I was going for it. I wanted it all.
I know, Chris would like that. A joystick in the box, Spectra Video.
Nice.
Atari.
Yeah, Spectra Video, they're good company. I do like them.
I know you do.
I'm pretty sure Stefano was actually buying Atari stuff for the last couple of months as soon as he'd heard we were coming over, just so I could buy it off him later. And the amount of stuff he had was really cool. It's more stuff than I find in Adelaide, except when I've found massive lots.
Oh, do you want this?
Yeah, everything in the box is for sale.
A loose Master System 1. The Master System 1 model here is actually the rarer model, and I'm pretty sure in America it's the other way around, where the second one's the rarer model, but here it's the original one.
The hookup shouldn't be that expensive, honestly.
No, on eBay I don't think there will be.
Power supply probably wouldn't run you more than $10.
I got Snowboard Kids, GoldenEye 007 for the N64. I got Dragon Quest VI for the Super Famicom. I also picked up a copy of Spyro for the PlayStation 1, a few NES controllers, and a GameCube controller.
Listen, if you give me 20 for all that, you can have it, man.
Okay.
If
Sure.
I'm sure, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
All for $20, which is an incredible deal.
We'll do the deal.
Maybe
Here's
I should
the
have put
20.
my power glove on for the
Put the
deal.
power glove on.
Fist bumps only?
Fist bumps only.
Fist bumps only. Handshakes? No. Fist bumps only.
Oh my goodness.
A bunch of loose Super Famicom games, like Link to the Past and Mother 2, actually, which Eric, his face lit up when he saw this thing.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of forgot that Eric is a massive Earthbound fan.
I kind of want tips on that Mother too. Even though I would never play it.
Mother 2 for the Super Famicom. I am a huge Earthbound fan. If you can't tell behind me, I love Earthbound and I love everything about Earthbound, and I've been wanting Mother 2 for the Super Famicom for a long time, but of course, would being the snake that he is, steals it from under me.
And I pulled this thing out, and I knew that I could tell that he wanted it, and that I wanted it. But now I felt really bad about it. Like when it clicked that he's like a huge fan. This is his thing. So formally, right now, Eric, I'm sorry.
Caught you slipping, bitch.
Because I would have knocked it off 5.
Yep. Yeah,
so I would have paid 10 for that. Because it's Qbert.
Yep. So eventually I get my pile of stuff together. There is a lot of things here. I think 4 box games, including Qbert and Jawbreaker, and a couple of sports titles as well.
Alright, I'll give you a hookup price. 35 for the lot.
Done. Straight away, Stefano looks through the stuff I have. He says 35, and without missing a beat, I just say done.
So, yeah. Alright, and hook you up. Mates rates again.
Mates rates.
Amazing mates rates. I'm overwhelmed.
Alright, so you can have those. That's that.
Once I'd looked through all the stuff on the floor and had my way with it, I then started looking on his game shelf of Nintendo games, asking if he'd sell his doubles at the bottom.
Are they box doubles?
Yeah, but some of them are gonna be hard to let go. So, I mean, I'm not gonna give them away prices for the box nest stuff.
Yeah. First thing you said actually was no, there's no way I could part ways with those. So of course I started pulling them out and asking prices. What about these down here that I picked out? You're actually willing to get rid of any of that? Not really.
It's gonna be pricey, man. I'm telling you now. I'm not gonna, give you good deals. I'll be honest.
About just those 5.
See, what have you got here? You got
picked out some good ones, man.
Just go each on them. Like what do you want each?
Protect. Oh, dude, Smash TV. Maybe 60 for the whole lot.
I'll give you 60 without Mario. You can have them. And that's a good deal, man. 20 each, and you got Simon's Quest and Link in there.
All boxed, all in protective sleeves, and he said 20 a piece, so you can't go wrong with that.
This stuff and the games, didn't I say 50 for this stuff before?
Yeah.
$100.
So all this stuff on the couch, plus the 3 NES games boxed, he throws 100 at me.
Giving you bro prices here.
I'd have to give you money.
I'm giving you mates rates.
For y'all Americans that don't know what mates rates are, it's the rates that your mates give you. So it's like cheaper prices essentially. It's bro price. You guys call it bro price, we call them mates rates. So now you learned something. Yeehaw. Thank you. It's a good deal. I'm just...
I was going to look after you guys.
Yes.
Man.
You have looked
Thank you.
after us. You've done
Don't
more
worry.
than that, man. You've taken us on.
You've really looked after us, so we appreciate it. So we said goodbye to Stefano. Really nice guy. Really enjoyed his hospitality.
When we were leaving, saying goodbye to Stefano was... he's such a nice guy. He's really there. He knows what it's like hunting. He really wants other collectors to get good deals.
You know what Stefano is? He's actually a mate.
He's a mate.
He
Yeah.
personifies mate.
Yes.
So for those of you who are wondering what mate is to us Australians, it's Stefano. He is
Exactly.
a mate.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Alright, see
Bye.
See ya. Bye. So we've left Stefano's, we've done the morning of game hunting, we have literally no money left. It is time to hit PAX for one last go round before we head home to Adelaide.
Let's get some sushi.
Head back to PAX, and as soon as we walk in the door, we run into Retro Ranime, whose channel's finished now, but he's made some really cool videos, and straight away, he just hands me this bag of more Atari stuff. I'd just gotten so much Atari stuff from Stefano.
Sorry I didn't bring any Marley stuff for you this time.
I don't mind.
Shouldn't have done.
Well, that's the stuff I got in Adelaide when I was up there, and I was like, it was only $20. I don't really care for that much.
I started pulling the stuff out. Everything is boxed in pristine condition, and at the bottom of the bag is the actual box console itself. All the bad feelings I had left over from my car, by this point they were just gone. I just scored so much stuff so cheaply or free.
There's some spare random manuals in there too, so...
It was a really good day.
So while in the US of A, staying with my friend Scott Squatch from JHMDF, he was selling a bunch of Dreamcasts, and I managed to buy one from him for about $25, $20, not sure. Ali was looking for one, region free, so picked it up for her.
For the rest of the day, we hung out with Greg and Ali and everyone else we'd met at PAX, and this was my favourite day of PAX by far. We didn't do a whole lot as far as checking out the other stuff goes, but we just sat around, played video games, and had a really good time.
Oh, look at those 2 little lovebirds. I got you a latte.
Thanks a latte!
Oh, you're welcome.
So that's it, we're done at PAX. We've been here for about 4 days.
Would I do the weekend again? Absolutely, I would. With a working car, of course.
We need to find a way to get home, and we actually managed to figure out there's a bus that goes from Melbourne to Adelaide. It's an 8-hour bus, and it only costs about $20.
Really glad to have seen the guys again. Had a lot of fun, and there was a lot of laughs, a lot of memories, and I can't wait until next year.
So you've got, there's 5 minutes left, 5:50 left. You got to end the episode. Just do something really like funny that will keep people thinking about it for a while.
So my car died, which was not funny. I said it was funny. It wasn't funny. I hated it. I hate my life.
I said funny. You can't end on I hate my life.
On the next episode of The Game Quest.
I'm not hungover.
You look a little drunk right now.
Weird and wacky.
Anything good that I don't already have, which is pretty much everything.
All you have
That's the way old game looks for in Japanese.
That is Alpha. But it's right there.
I'm gonna be on a Stumptown episode.
No, maybe a beat 'em ups episode.
That show. Hey, no one watches that show. Hey.
About 3,000-4,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, collectors already offered me that, but I said no. It's Australian collectors because you can't find them with Oz Power Supply. I was talking to Greg. About it yesterday. He reckons I should have sold it.
Yeah.
He reckons I should have sold it and just bought an NTSC one.
I hate my life.
You tell that, Taylor.
I hate my life. Game hunting has ruined me. Oh, but I have a car, so I'm good.